Hi lovely people, welcome back to my channel. If today is your first time of seeing me, my name is Owusu-Mintah. I almost did not come here today, like in all honesty, because I'm having a very horrible migraine. Like it started I think in the morning or early afternoon, like around that time, and it's like killing me, like literally. I think it's got something to do with my eyes. We'll talk about that later, but so just with you guys about today's date rush. So today of course we had 10 ladies. We had Mimi, we had Linda, we had Jennifer, Benedicta, Nana Yeboah, Ara, Curtis, Ellen, Precious, and then Nikki. So as usual, the question for the day was how you will feel when someone finds your date attractive. Personally, I don't care. I mean, yeah, it's normal. I would also find like someone attractive. The only issue is when it's going further than that, because what step is the person taking beyond finding him attractive, and what is his response to that? I think that should be the major concern here. But anything aside that, I don't really care, because I mean, it's normal to find someone attractive, and if nobody is finding your person attractive, then it means you don't have good eyes. Mimi was like she would be jealous. Jennifer was like, if a guy is not attractive, then he's not her kind. And that's basically what I am saying. Like, I mean, people should find your person attractive, that's all. And like, she wants people to talk about it and all of that. And Benedicta was like she's going to get jealous because she's a jealous type. Nana Yeboah was like she'll fight. She was like, who be you? Like, she's going to fight. I mean, why are you going to fight though? The person is just finding someone attractive. What is there to fight about? I don't know. And then Ara was like she doesn't have any problem if the person is admiring from a distance. And Curtis was like everything has a limit, so though she wouldn't have a problem, but she wouldn't want you to go further. Basically, I think that is just exactly what I am saying. And Ellen was like, it means you made the right choice. Hello, like, people should find your date attractive, I mean. And then Nikki was like, though she's a jealous type, she doesn't care because she's also attractive. Girl, please, that is a self-confidence over there. If people are finding you attractive and it's getting into your head, people are also finding me attractive, so what are you gonna do about that? Okay, so the first guy was Claudio Wonder Magnus. So he is a divorcee. Like, that was the first time a divorcee is coming on the show, and I didn't, I had expectations, and I think my expectations were met to a certain point, because this guy, as a matter of fact, was mature to a large extent. He was very mature. He was very smart in some of his submissions. Like, I wouldn't conclude that he was intelligent, but I think he was smart. Like, I think he was intelligent. I wouldn't be wrong to say he was intelligent. He is intelligent. Yeah. He's 35 years old. He's a cosmetologist. He's an actor, and presently he drives an Uber. And there was this one interesting thing, a conversation about what actually brought up the whole divorce. And he didn't really go into details, except for later that he opened up that the wife got pregnant by another man, and he was like, he got depressed. Now it brought up a very interesting conversation where they started talking about depression. So like, depression is so real, and most of the times what makes it dangerous or serious is people don't even realize that they are depressed. But when you find yourself doing activities that you would normally not do, like maybe you're not someone who likes to stay idle for long, but all of a sudden you are not interested in the things you did for fun, or your life has changed, your eating pattern has changed, then you know that you are driving towards that. stage. So he said he got depression, and they spoke a little bit about mental health, especially of men. And I found that really admirable, because men are fashioned to be very tough on the outside, and they don't really talk about their issues. Like, they just, sweep things under the carpet and then they are good to go. But I feel it's about time the men also come out. If you are going through something, it's I mean, emotions are not feminine, if I should say it. No matter how masculine you are, you will at a point in time feel emotions. So that is when you have to voice it out before you get to like the depression stage. But he said he has come out of it, and the ladies had a lot to say, that probably he's not over. Like, excuse me, the person says he is over, and they were even trying to at a point in time push him to sort of assume that he is still with, like, interested in the ex, or they have something going. Oh my god, these are ladies, sometimes they can be like very troublesome. The person says they have a son together, and that is why they sort of keep contact, but they are not like, they just coexist. I mean, they are co-parents, so why don't you expect the person to, be cordial with? And according to him, the ex-wife is even in the same industry as him. She's equally a beautician, and this person was like, he was depressed to the point where he almost allowed himself be knocked down by a car. So what exactly is your point here? Forcing a person and insisting that you are not over your ex. Like, don't you want him to get over his ex? Like, these ladies were just doing too much. But I understand, because sometimes you see repeated behavior in people a lot. They tend to repeat. I don't know whether sometimes they get triggered and they start to act up on you. Sometimes they go quiet on you. You don't even know what you have done. So I think when you are entering into a relationship with someone, you need to take all these boxes to make sure that indeed these people are over their past trauma, or they are in to cause more wahala when they are triggered. Curtis asked if he would cut ties with his ex-wife if she asked him to. And I'm like, so that was when he opened up that he has a son with the ex-wife. And then one of the ladies was like, then it means he was going to hide that baby part. And I really agreed with what Giovanni said, that he probably doesn't want to talk about it now. Like, the fact that you are on a reality show doesn't mean you should bear out everything about your life to everybody, because it's on national television, and it's not every information you want out there. And I think some of the ladies miss the whole concept of this show. It's a dating show. People are saying we borrowed the dating concept from the Western world, so I think we should do what they do. Dating means you are getting to know somebody, and at that point, it's you decide whether you want to continue to have like an official and functioning relationship with a person or not. So I don't think it was necessary that he came to put it out there that he has a child. If like you progressed with him, found out, and he probably didn't tell you, then that one is considered as a lie, and then you have every right to assume that he hid it from you. But on a TV show, you don't expect him to put that information out there. So if he doesn't want to, I 100% respected that, and I think what the lady said was wrong, and Linda put her in her place. So eventually, he was left with Linda and Precious's rush, and the guy went ahead to ask them individual questions. So, but I didn't like the questions he was asking Linda. He was asking Linda, she was dressed as a tomboy, and is she a tomboy or something like that? And Linda was like, no, she just loves to dress like that. And then he went ahead to ask whether she finds ladies attractive. And I'm like, guy, like, you are smart, you are intelligent, we all get it, but I think you're overdoing it. Like, this is not smart to ask any lady on national TV, unless she has given you that impression. But I don't know what she did that caused for that. Precious, another question, that if she found out that he cannot perform, what will she do? And Precious was like, if she can help, why not? So he chose Precious, and that was it. So Precious was replaced by Gifty Pamela, and then Giovanni asked her what her type of man is, and let's listen to what she has to say.
Well, I like a very beer guy.
Beer gang.
Not too slumber. And not too slumber.
Guys, she was actually the highlight of today's show for me. Like, I cannot even laugh because of my headache. But this girl really, like, she was just all over the place. And so the second guy came in, and this guy is so shy. Like, his name is Enoch. He's 27 years old. He's a medical laboratory technician, an events planner, artist, a DJ. His hands are full. That's all I can say. He's God-fearing, reserved, and the guy is like so calm. He's so calm. He said he doesn't like where ladies are. So one lady asked what exactly he's doing there, since he doesn't like where ladies are. And he was like, he's coming to pick one lady. These guys. Ellen asked what his shoe size was. And
what's your shoe size?
Size 40.
40.
Yeah.
It looks like 38.
38.
I just don't know what the obsession of these ladies were with this guy's shoes. Like, everybody was talking about the shoes, and I'm like, you guys. Ellen was like, she thought he was size 38. But my observation was, everybody was talking about the heights. Don't you guys agree with me that this height thing that we women are doing of late don't you think it's really going to make us miss on some really good people? Because I think it's even getting to a point in time where it's getting into the head of tall men that we are like the reigning charms, so we can do whatever we want. I think people should be more concerned about personalities. Like, I cannot even overemphasize this. Some people have like the worst personalities in a human form. People love to gaslight you. People love to like shut you off without any explanation and whatsoever. People cannot have a simple conversation with you without any altercation or argument. So I feel we should, at a point in time, put the whole height, looks, and those kind of things aside. It's important, but I think sometimes we should be more concerned about the personality of an individual, because believe you me, a great relationship is more about compatibility than chemistry. And I think mostly chemistry comes when you're like so attracted to the person, which comes about because of most of the times the person's looks. But when you look at a personality that attracts you, a personality that is like very good, very calming, I think that is where you realize where you are supposed to meet this person halfway and build a good compatibility. So I really would choose personality over looks. I may be lying, but yes, I mean, it's personality, looks. And so finally, the only rush left on was that of Curtis. Enoch is too shy, and Curtis should have been like a bit patient. She immediately jumped in and started dancing with him, and after dancing, then Enoch was still standing there, and he started like withdrawing. And I'm like, no, not another Safowaa 2.0. Like, don't do this. So Curtis was so shy. She went to stand back in the box. And then Enoch, thankfully, was like, oh, he thought Giovanni was going to ask him a question. And Giovanni was like, no, like there's no further questions. So he should carry his girl away. I really enjoyed the show today, but for my headache, I would have, just said it proper. But all the same, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. I love you all. Please hit the subscribe button. Like, it's free, it doesn't cost anything. If you are watching this, please subscribe. Okay, please subscribe. If you want my headache to get better, please subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, lovely people.